What's up, guys? Welcome to another Tuesday evening drive. And you're watching this on Wednesday. Sorry. There's a little mix-up today. Kind of a long story. I've been happy with getting the videos up on Tuesdays. Last week didn't work out. This week didn't work out. I didn't even think I was going to have my phone on me. So, yesterday or the day before, looking at my phone, watching a C-Nanners video. C-Nanners hit 1 million subscribers. Well, I think that was a while ago. But he was showing off his plaque that YouTube gave him, which was awesome. Congrats, C-Nanners. I know you're watching. But I was watching the video, and there was something on his forehead, and I thought it was dust on my screen. I tried to wipe it off, and it wouldn't go away. So I tried watching a different angle to see if maybe it was his camera. It didn't go away. And I tried going into another application, and it didn't go away. So I was like, crap! I got something on my screen. So I think I have a dead pixel. I think that's what it's called. It's just a black dot on my iPhone 5 screen, and it's a bummer. Is this the right road? Man, it's the right road. So it's just a bummer. So I had to go to Verizon, and they're gonna send me a new phone next week, and I have to mail this one back within 5 days, or else they're gonna charge me the full price, which is $7.99, which is $800, which is a lot. So believe you me, I'm sending this back the minute I get that new one. And I know it's a small thing. I was like, I might not even care to have one little dead pixel that you can barely see. You can only see in certain background screens. But I was like, I'm going to have this phone for 2 years. It's going to bother me. So I might as well get it taken care of. And the nice thing is, the phone is new, so they're not going to give me like a refurbished or like new. They're giving me a brand new phone. So, perfect timing to get a new one. So, anyway, that's what's going on with that. And I'm glad Verizon took care of it without any problems. So that was cool. But I am on my way to my buddy's group thing that I used to go to last year. That's what I used to go to when I was doing my Tuesday evening drives. It was like an hour and 15-minute drive. But after time, I stopped going because it just became too much. Because I just was getting so busy, work, I was having to stay later. I was getting more exhausted. But now that I'm home, I've moved back, I can go over no problem. And it's gonna be fun. So yeah, I'm on my way over there. And as you have seen from my previous videos and heard, I have moved into a new house, back closer to my family and friends, and it's just, I'm so happy. I'm just really happy. But it was a lot of work, and it's paying off. But yeah, guys, so life's going pretty good. We're going to have Thanksgiving at my parents' house on Thursday without my brother. My brother's going to have Thanksgiving in Paris at Minecon. So that's cool. We'll really miss him, but I'm glad he's going to have fun with the guys. Friday is going to be fun. Saturday, I'm going to my grandfather's 90th birthday party. My grandpa is just, he has the mind, body, and energy of a 50-year-old. And he's turning 90. He is just amazing. So, really excited. That's going to be near Kalamazoo area. So yeah, that's basically what's going on in my life. Playing a lot of Call of Duty Black Ops, loving it. So, guys, let's get going to the questions. I know that's why you're here. You asked your questions and you're ready to get them answered. So the first thing was from Fluffy Bear Slag. And he just said, talk about Christmas, anything Christmas. I don't know. So, let's talk a little about Christmas. Right around the corner. I already started hearing the Christmas music on the radio. It's almost time, baby. But I'm excited. I love Christmas. A little disappointed that, you know, I get Tuesday off, but I'm disappointed that I don't get like a week or two off like I used to with school. So I get Tuesday, Christmas Day off. And I'm gonna try to get a day off around there. It's tough getting those days off because everyone wants to, and someone's got to cover. And I'm the newer guy, so kind of lower man on the totem pole. But I don't know. We get New Year's Day off too, so. But yeah, I'm excited for Christmas. I haven't even started my Christmas shopping though. But I know where my money's coming from. I have a Chase Freedom card, credit card, where I get money with purchases, cash back, or it's like a point system. And I got enough money to take care of my Christmas shopping. So that's cool. But yeah, Christmas, great time of year. Excited for it. But yeah, put in the comments what you want for Christmas. How about that? Yeah. The next thing on Twitter sent to me. By the way, if you're new to this, if you want me to talk about something, you got a question, you want a topic, boom, send it to me on Twitter or follow me on Twitter first of all. And I put out a tweet, send me what you want me to talk about, and then you tell me on Twitter. The next one was from Modestas, I think the name was, and Modesta just wanted me to talk about the influence of basketball in my life. So that was kind of a fun question. Probably a lot of you know basketball played a huge part in my brother and my lives growing up in high school and not so much in college. You gotta be good and tall for that. But growing up, basketball played a huge part in our lives. That's all we did, you know. Played in school. When we weren't playing in school, we were practicing outside of school. We would do basketball camps. We watched Pistol Pete training videos. If you want to be good at basketball, you watch and do those. And we watched a Bill Walton training basketball video that was really old, that was really bad. Don't watch that unless you want to learn how to double dribble. But yeah, basketball played a huge part in our lives, and I feel like it was a good growing experience. Just learning to persevere in, you know, different circumstances, problem solving, team building. I don't know. Basketball teaches a lot of stuff. All sports do. So I was grateful for that. And then Matt E. wanted me to talk about childhood. So as far as my childhood, it's kind of a general topic, but I'll just give you an idea of the first things that pop into my mind. When I think about childhood, for me, I just think great. I think carefree, fun, not a worry in the world, which is carefree, and fun. But my childhood was great. Like, you know, I love my parents. I think they raised us great. You know, they didn't spoil us. You know, we would ask for things sometimes. Sometimes they would say no, sometimes yes. It wasn't like, get everything you want. You know, we got punished when we did something bad, but when we weren't doing anything bad. Like, they loved us, and we had a great time. They'd be creative with us, and I don't know. My brother and sister and I always had fun growing up. My brother and I, we've been playing video games since we were kids. There was this place called Michigan Video. That's where we get all of our video games. And just staying up late playing video games, sports, all that stuff. We just had a great time. My sister and I, we were on and off. Like, sometimes she would get on my nerves, and sometimes on purpose. Like, she would just try to get on my nerves. There was one time where when she was real little, she would steal things. Like, I had a little bank, a change bank that was in a shaving cream, a Barbasol shaving cream thing. Like, I was fooling anybody. I was like 5 years old, or I don't know, maybe 10 years old with a shaving cream thing. Of course there's money in it. But my sister took it. Didn't know what it was. Found it in her room in a corner one day. So she would get on my nerves sometimes, and I'm sure I did to her, but for the most part, we had fun. Sometimes she would just say, "Hey, do you want me to be your servant?" to John and me, and she would bring us food, make us dinner, and just be our servant for the day. It was like her fun thing. But yeah, childhood was awesome, and hey, let's get the comments going. Why don't you put in the comments about your childhood? Talk about it. And the last thing was from I Write Light. He wanted me to talk about the pressure to not be yourself when making YouTube videos, with gaming, to make a living, which I thought was an interesting topic. I feel like I've heard people talk about that sometimes, and I don't know, I feel like for the most part, if you're going to have a successful channel, you gotta be yourself. And if you look at successful channels, these people are just being themselves, having a great time, and people love watching it. I think of C Nanners. Whenever I think of a great channel, that's the first one I think of. And I've been watching him for over 2 years, and all he does is amazing at video games, and just talks about, his life, and talks about himself. He loves thinking about stuff, and analyzing life, and being healthy, skateboarding, video games, that kind of thing. But, he's not changing himself for anybody. But it's an interesting topic because, I think it's difficult for someone to not be themselves. And I think if you're just being more enthusiastic, or, providing more humor than normal, I don't think that's not being yourself. I think in life you can still be yourself and still, work on things, like becoming more enthusiastic or trying to be more funny. I think that's cool. I think that's good. It's an improvement. But that's kind of my thoughts on the topic. In case you guys haven't noticed, though, I'm at my destination. So I'm going to have to leave. But thanks for watching, as always. And if you liked the video, feel free to click like and subscribe if you'd like to. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining me on this drive, and I'll talk to you later.